Hello everybody, my name's Matt Johnson and welcome to the Interesting Times, a political comedy show from the UK. So, the last few days the political world has been in turmoil. A breakup of two men that had their detractors, sure, but when all was said and done, they had each other. Or at least that's the way it seems to those of us on the outside. One, the money man, bankrolling the populist I don't know why we are showing pictures of Musk and Trump here. I mean, has something happened? Have they had a falling out, really? Because maybe somebody should cover that. No, really, this is a UK political comedy show. UK as in this accent, political as in politics, and comedy as in... where's the comedy? Oh yeah, right here.
Yusuf.
He's the successful multi-millionaire businessman turned politician, but in recent times Zia Yusuf has essentially been Nigel Farage's right-hand man. But in dramatic and surprising fashion today, the Reform Party chairman resigned.
So why did he go? Well, it turns out, and stay with me here, but it could be that... Sounds ridiculous to even say it. What the hell? Just call me a tin-foil-hatted fool. But it could be that he's found something out about the Reform Party he's been backing.
Wasn't the implication that your party is racist?
I'm sorry?
Apology not accepted. And yes.
Given the Prime Minister's desire to strengthen strategic alignment with our European neighbours, will he, in the interests of public safety, follow the lead of France, Denmark, Belgium and others and ban the burqa?
That was the newest member of the Rat Pack and woman wondering just how small mobile phones get, Sarah Potchin. So, full disclosure, I'm not a fan of the burqa. I think it's regressive, which is why I don't wear one. But I'm pretty sure that getting the government to vote on what women should and shouldn't be allowed to wear is a hell of a lot more regressive. The response from Zia Yusuf was that it was a dumb question, which it was. Add to that the pretty bloody racist adverts being targeted at Anna Sawa, a British Muslim of Pakistani heritage that was born in Scotland, and I'm guessing that Zia Yusuf, a British Muslim of Pakistani heritage born in Scotland, wasn't feeling so welcome. And presumably there was a meeting, a shouting match, and hey presto, one less Muslim for reform to worry about. So, does this mean that there is a way back for Reform reject and loser in the human race, Rupert Lowe?
Could Rupert Lowe find a way back into Reform UK?
I'd rather eat razor blades.
And would that be pay-per-view? So, are Reform banning the burqa?
Should there be a burqa ban?
Let's have a discussion about all these in things.
Are they banning the burqa?
What does the Reform Party think?
No, it's as Nigel said, this is about, look, we've got to have these conversations.
Are they banning the burqa?
I don't think face coverings in public places make sense, and I think we do deserve a debate about that.
It's a simple question, and it seems stupid or dumb to ask the question if you yourself don't know the answer. You as a party should be deciding this. By the way, you can't ban the burqa. That's not what France and all those other countries that you listed have done. What they've done is ban face coverings, which includes the burqa. Simply banning the burqa is racism. And should you get into government, God help us, and attempt to do so, you will be taken to court, and like every other time you've been taken to court, you will lose.
I mean, I'd like to see banning of face coverings full stop, to be honest.
It's too late now. So it's looking like the predictable Brexit backing party is starting to disintegrate as it makes contact with reality. So, that's it. Surely now that Zia Yusuf has left, it's over, right? You can't keep a party without a chairman, especially one who's quit so dramatically. And let me say, I have really enjoyed the last 48 hours, from 5:30 Thursday evening when he announced his shock retirement, all the way to 5 o'clock last night.
Bring you some breaking news now coming in to us from a statement by Zia Youssef on X. Now, Zia Youssef stood down as the chairman of Reform on Thursday. He has now said that he will return to Reform UK and will focus on a new role.
And this is Reform, a party chairman that's doing the okey cokey. 5 MPs who can all ask if we should ban the burqa but can't answer it, and a party leader doing less work than Santa Claus while pulling in £1 million a year. There's no plan, no thought to the future, no policies beyond something immigration. Boo! It's clear that Reform are making it up as they go along and lying by the seat of their pants. Reform councillors are calling children in care evil, when it's the children in Reform councils you got to worry about, and others that haven't even turned up. And it was doubly bad timing for Reform, as there was a by-election to be fought. Now, before I show you this clip, I have been very proud that on this channel, I don't make fun of the general public, irrespective of however insanely tempting that is. I will just say, though, that with that in mind, when you watch the following clip of a Reform supporter, please be aware that no special effects have been added.
It's quite divisive here. Is that how it's feeling right now?
No, I'm quite excited about it.
People's appearances. I must not make disparaging remarks on people's appearances. I must not make disparaging remarks on people's appearances. So, what does this person like about the Tweed twat?
We need a politician that when you ask him a question, he's going to answer it.
Ah, yes. Well, there you go. That's no nonsense, Nigel. Straight talking as they come. You may not like what he says, but by God, he doesn't shy away from the public.
We had planned to ask Nigel Farage some questions today, but he didn't show up for the interview.
Oh well, his new nickname apparently is Nacho Nigel. But the press were absolutely sure that there was only going to be one winner in Hamilton. Not only in Hamilton, but also Larkhall and Stonehouse. Shouldn't that be 3 by-elections then?
This by-election is the first real test of Reform in Scotland, and if their politics is cutting through here.
The SNP have held this seat since 2011 when it was first created. They're defending a majority of more than 4,500. They are the favourites to win tonight.
Unless we are on track for a major polling miss, according to you this morning, Reform UK looks set to do rather well in Thursday's local elections.
I'm going to go with the bookies for first. I think the SNP will win it.
Can Reform's own tartan army triumph in Hamilton?
SNP or Reform or SNP? That was the question. It just wasn't the answer.
Labour is celebrating after a surprise victory in Scotland in the Hamilton, Larkhall and Stonehouse by-election.
Yes, congrats to David Russell, who was congratulated in turn by Keir Starmer as being the candidate of change. You know, that word might wear a little thin by 2029. But let's not forget the Conservatives also won their deposit back by taking 6% of the vote. Whew, now, that is close. And Kemi Badenoch was asked if her party was even relevant anymore. Hang on. I don't like the look of that.
Thanks. Andy Bell, 5 News.
That's better.
Talk to anyone in the Labour Party, publicly and privately, the people running the government, and they will say they're not so bothered about you and the Conservatives. They regard Reform UK and Nigel Farage as the real opposition, the real danger.
As Kemi Badenoch, not for the first time, finds herself overshadowed by a man. But it's tough for Kemi. We as a country still bear the emotional, economic and Eton mess-like scars of 14 years of money mismanagement. And after one all too familiar 49-day fuck-up, that the Conservatives maybe weren't the party of fiscal responsibility they made out they were. And Shadow Chancellor of the Exchequer, Mel Stride, spoke on Thursday to address the green leafy elephant in the room.
Back then, mistakes were recognised and stability restored within weeks with the full backing of my party. But the damage to our credibility is not so easily undone. That will take time. and it also requires contrition. So let me be clear. Never again will the Conservative Party undermine fiscal credibility by making promises that we cannot afford.
OK, the never making mistakes again is a good thing. I mean, it's bollocks, but yeah, sure. Kemi Badenoch, though, wasn't having any of this humility rubbish.
Why not throw her out the party? We saw Keir Starmer throw Jeremy Corbyn out the party as a badge of saying the party has changed. Why not do the same for Liz Truss?
Is she still in the party?
Well, you tell me.
Well, you tell me. You're the one asking the question.
Well, you're the party
really
leader.
Important.
Yes, that's the way interviews with the press work. They ask the questions and they answer them. The person at the centre of all this, though, Liz Truss, is still a member of the Conservative Party. And talking of the divot, Liz Truss has had a bit of a busy week. She's been advertising whiskey. Sort of.
Just remember, Dougie Joyce loves you.
Liz Truss loves you.
Just remember that, people. We love you all.
Liz is Dougie Joyce, an ex-convict who has previously been jailed for assault. And it comes to something when I'm looking at the pair of them and I'm unclear which one should know better. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and if you've enjoyed the video then feel free to like, share, subscribe and comment and hit all the notifications bell, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.